computer. All right, and we're recording, so we'll get started. So good evening, everybody, and welcome. My name is Danny Martinelli, and I know Alyssa way back from grade school, junior high school. We grew up in the same hometown of Crescent City, California. So you're in my office in Carpinteria, California, which is just right outside of Santa Barbara. And I now, after all these years, work as a nutrition consultant. And I'm also a mom just like Alyssa, and I'm a yogi, and I'm a huge fan of wine and food, and so all that good stuff. And so tonight it's super casual. We're just going to be introducing you to what we do for our family and for ourselves as far as just nutrition, and what makes sense to the two of us and many other people. And hopefully, something resonates with you, or someone that could really use this education as well. And so with that being said, we're just going to dive right in. As you know, I'm in the nutrition field already. I know a lot about nutrition. I have a biology degree, but I have to say nutrition is just confusing. It's confusing, I think, for everyone. It's like what to follow, what to eat, what not to eat. Even the most educated people still struggle with knowing what to eat. It's just the way of the world right now. But there's been one thing that's always been really consistent amongst pretty much all healthcare professionals, nutritionalists, dietitians, athletes, is that we need a lot of raw fruits and vegetables. We just do. The amount of toxins in our environment are going up. The amount of nutrients in our food supply are going down. And at the end of the day, we need raw fruits and vegetables. That's always going to be in style, and it's always going to be trendy, and that's always what we're going to need for optimal health. And so how do we get those 9 to 13 servings every single day in our diet in raw form? Well, chances are we don't. And if we do get enough raw fruits and vegetables, are they high quality? And that's another conversation, right? And so tonight we're just going to educate, give some information about what's working for us. And it may work for you, it may not. Who knows? So I partnered with this company about 2 years ago because as a nutrition consultant and just a busy mom, I was finding it was hard to get raw fruits and vegetables in my clients where they were sticking with a program. And they needed something easy, effective, science-based, and that's what we have with Juice Plus. So that's what we're going to dive into tonight. So I added in Juice Plus roughly two and a half years ago, and Juice Plus in the simplistic form is just raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. So when you eat Juice Plus, and they're capsules or chews, you are taking in 30 different raw fruits, vegetables, and berries every single day into your diet. So it's a way to bridge that gap between what you should be eating and what you actually are eating. And it's really just that, not to take the place of it. So a few things that I always highlight is non-GMO. It's NSF certified to be pure. That means everything that's in the capsules are on the label, and we test for every pesticide, herbicide, toxin known to mankind before it gets in that capsule. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. So you're getting just the fruits and vegetables. It's important to know how it's made, because that really does, for me, set us apart from everything else on the market. Besides the fact that it has a real food label, as you can see, it has a nutrition facts label, which makes it real food. It doesn't have a supplement label. It's real food by the government, and that's something that stood out to me because I have never used a supplement in my nutrition consulting business at all. So it's real food, and I like that. So how it's made in just like summary is it's vine ripened. So we use all local small farmers, small to mid-sized farmers, so it's not traveling. So it's all the fruit and vegetables are allowed to be vine ripened. So they have all the nutrients, because when things are picked early, they lose loads of the nutrients. And then if they're being shipped from other countries and they don't hit the shelves until, who knows when, it's not the same as grabbing something vine ripened and eating it. And that's common knowledge. However, I think we've just kind of almost settled for grocery store produce. Even if it's organic, it's still most likely not vine ripened. So that's all in Juice Plus. And then it's dried at slow temperatures, so it has all the live enzymes and the nutrients, and then put into capsules and also to chewable form that many children and adults eat as well. So when I was considering, well, I never really considered joining with a company, but when I was approached about it, and then I had to think, well, gosh, this makes a lot of sense. And then when I dove a little bit deeper into, okay, let me check this out, there were really 3 things that stood out to me before I made an educated decision if I was going to eat this and give it to my son, who was 2 at the time, and be recommending it. The first was the research. We are a science-based company. So we've been around for Juice Plus itself for over 20 some years, and it's based on science and research. It's not based on testimonials. Testimonials are great, and we're going to share our stories tonight, but it's not research. Research is facts, and so we know what it does in the body. So we have over 35 published studies in peer-reviewed medical journals and very well-respected establishments where the research is coming from. When I decided to partner with the company, I asked 3 people in my life to check out the research. I asked my dad, who is a physician, my mom, who is a nurse, and then my uncle, who is an OBGYN. I just said, can you look at these research? Just let me know if you think it's valid or not. I have a biology degree, but do I read research? Not really, but definitely my dad and my uncle and my mom, they did. Not only were they impressed, but they were shocked that they had never heard of it. So they immediately started taking it. And now my dad's a retired physician now, but he recommends it to people. My dad is like a total loudmouth. My mom's shy, but my dad recommends it to everyone. And he always says, he's like, I just don't understand why no one ever told me about this. I should have been recommending this as a physician. So we already covered that it's real food. And I didn't really listen until Joy, who is my mentor in this business, said, Danielle, it has a real food label. You keep saying I'm an advocate of real food. It's real food. So that was the second thing. The third thing is, and I know if anyone that's moms on this call, it doesn't have a warning label. So like the chews are just in a Ziploc bag, and I like that because I have on my shelf as an example like the Flintstones ones, right? So I mean that has a lock, and it has also the warning label of if your child was to overconsume, it would be toxic and you would need to call 911. This just has a Ziploc bag because it's not a vitamin. I mean, it's full of vitamins, but it's not a vitamin. It's real food, and they can overconsume just like they can overconsume blueberries or blackberries or whatever, and they'll just take a big poop. That's the worst that can happen. So really safe from womb to tomb. Given my age, probably I'm just around a lot of breastfeeding moms and pregnant moms and people trying to get pregnant. And this just makes a lot of sense for everybody. So that's really the micronutrients, fruits and vegetables. We don't hear a lot about micronutrients. We hear more about the macronutrients, which is our plant-based shakes. So we have Dutch chocolate and French vanilla. And there's a few things. First thing I just have to say is they taste good, because I'm not really a shake person because I don't like chalky stuff. If they doesn't taste good, I won't eat it. There's other healthy things that I'll eat. These taste really good. From a nutritional standpoint, they have the glycemic index or load of broccoli. So great for diabetics, great for maintaining stable blood sugar levels, and vegan, gluten-free, of course, because all of our products are. And what else am I missing? It's just loaded with like ancient gluten-free grains, things like pumpkin powder, pomegranate powder, things that you're just not getting in your everyday diet. So for me in the morning, it's really easy. I make a triple batch, one for my husband, one for me, one for Tommy, open up the capsules, put them in, and then we're all leaving with 45 raw plants in our system before 7:30. So it's just easy nutrition. All right, so next is we don't have very many products, but this is our plant-based omega. So it's six different plant sources for your full spectrum omega. So you're usually used to hearing fish oil for omega. This is plant-based, so all plant-based sources. So it's safe and sustainable. We cut out the middleman, which is the fish, and go straight to the source. So you're getting all the omegas without the fish burps and without the fish. And again, sustainability and just safe. It's not loaded with toxins. Let's see, what am I missing? Okay. This is the last product that we have, and these are just bars. So we have dark chocolate and fig and tart cherry and honey. Now, as a busy professional and a busy mom, I have these everywhere. Like, they're not these are snacks for me. But I literally have them in my purse. I used to have them in my diaper bag when I had one, in between the car seats, like anywhere you would find those bars, because it's just easy whole food nutrition. And the thing about it is I get very angry when I get hungry. And so that just prevents that from happening. So I just carry those everywhere. One of the things that I love about this company is that we just don't promote nutrition. We promote really a lifestyle shift. And that is called our Shred 10 program. You might hear Shred 10 and go, oh my God, just like another fad diet. No, Shred 10 is really talking about shredding lifestyle dietary habits that just aren't serving you, like processed foods and, dairy and gluten and things like that. So most of my clients, they do this program once a month, and it's a guided program online. So you have a community and resources to help you, like cookbooks and the guide and whatnot, but you have that accountability. So it works really well for, everyone in my family. I mean, and I always look forward to the shred every month because it just keeps me accountable, and it's something that I can stick with for life. And it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And for me, I was looking for something like that was just going to work in my family and my life. But that didn't, I don't have to count points. I don't have to count calories. I just need to concentrate on eating whole foods and adding in Juice Plus so that I can even add in more fruits and vegetables. And it's really a jumpstart program. So you take control of your health, and you can get some great physical results that keep you motivated to continue. So it's good stuff. So at this time, we'll go into just, sharing a little bit about our experience. I'll let Alyssa go first about, she hasn't been doing the program for that long. And when she reached out to me, she had a bunch of questions. She did. And she asked all the right questions. So she really did. She asked a lot of the same questions that I asked. And, but I knew that it was important to her about what she was going to be putting into her body. So I'm just going to ask Alyssa, why did you choose to use this program, and so far on your journey, why, what's it doing for you? Hold on. Let me unmute you.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Hello. Thank you so much for coming. Some faces that I haven't seen in a while. So, hey. So yeah, health and nutrition have always been really important for me. And when I became a mom, I kind of stopped making my health a priority. And I just realized that I was tired. I was run down. I felt like it was really short on time. And I started feeling really guilty. We can disagree. Guilty and discouraged about like the food choices that I was making, and that I wasn't making time to get workouts in. And I saw Danielle's posts on Facebook, and they caught my curiosity. And I contacted her, and she gave me some info about Juice Plus and the whole program, the Shred 10. And like you said, I had several questions. And she gave me some great resources, and I really looked into it and was really confident in what it was and hopeful in what I thought it could do for me. And yeah, so I jumped in doing the capsules, the shakes, and the Shred 10 detox program, and tried to stick to the whole nutrition plan, kind of jumped totally in 100%. And I feel like I have felt results. I feel like I have just kind of in general more energy. I've noticed that I feel a little more clear-headed, kind of that like almost like mom brain or fog has gone away a bit. And just the nutrition guidelines have really helped me to get back on track, to make better food choices, and have also motivated me to make working out more of a priority in my everyday life. I think it's just really gotten me back on track. And I love that I'm adding in all these fruits and veggies with the capsules and the shake every day, and that part of it is super easy. And Cole, actually, after my first month, he joined me as well. So he started doing it also, and he's noticed that he has a more consistent level of energy throughout the day, and with that, he also is more motivated to go to the gym as well. And yeah, just kind of random side story. So last week he had like a guy's day, and they went out, and the next day I totally expected him to be like under the weather, a little dead to the world. And he actually felt pretty good, and we were both like surprised. And we're like, is this because of Juice Plus? Like what's going on here? Is it just the overall health that his body is just recovering more quickly? But yeah, and also just kind of a example of how much I just kind of believe in the whole thing. I think a lot of you guys on the call know how picky I am about what I will feed to Mackenzie and what I won't. And she has the shakes. So I think that kind of just shows how I really think it's the real deal, and it makes sense to me.
It made sense to me too, especially as a mom. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm going to share kind of my business / experience with Juice Plus towards the end. So I'll kind of piggyback, especially when it comes to the energy off Alyssa for sure. So thank you for sharing. We're going to segue into, most of some of you may be familiar with network marketing. You may have like a positive experience, or you may be like, oh crap. And that's kind of like where I was before. It's really, I want to just make a point about Juice Plus is that 80% of our business is just from happy customers, just customers, just people that see the value of fruits and vegetables and just know that they need some help as far as bridging that gap. And that's it. There are, a smaller number of us like myself, where this is my full-time gig in part-time hours, and Alyssa, that just have a great experience and just see the value that want to just share because I was like, just my parents and myself, I was pretty shocked being in the nutrition field that no one had ever told me about it, even during my pregnancy when I could have used it the most, because all I wanted was ice cream and fast food, so yeah, that's why we share it. So I'm just going to go into briefly a little bit about our business, not to say that it's for you, but you may know someone that this could really benefit, because I certainly wasn't looking for this opportunity. It really was presented to me, and then it got me thinking about where I wanted to take my life. So the business, it's open to anyone 18 years and older. It's called a virtual franchise. You really are a franchise owner, and it's $50 a year. So it's very black and white, and I always make that known, because a lot of other companies aren't. There's no quotas, there's no minimums. You pay your $50 a year, and that's really for your websites and your virtual back office. They manufacture and ship and do all the billing and all the money interaction. They do everything. You just share, you put the order in online, and then it's shipped to them, and then you provide good customer care. We're in 20 different countries, so you can do business in 20 different countries, which is really exciting if you're a traveler, or you're like me, who I do have a child, but I'm only going to have one. And I am like, I'm going to go to Italy and grow my business, because we're in Italy as well. So Juice Plus manufactures, delivers, bills, and collects. And then every month you are just it's direct deposit into your account. So we make retail sales profit, and then there's bonuses, and then there's residual income as well. All commission levels are permanent. So once you reach a level, you're there. If you pay the $50 a year, you're there. You don't have to worry about it. There's no glass ceiling for income. This spoke to me as a woman. It just did, because still today we're not making even 75 cents on the dollar compared to a man, and that bugs me. And so in this company, everyone starts at a level playing field, and you make what you put into it. So if you just want to make 500 to 1,000 a month, that's what you put into it. If you want to make this your full-time income like I do, then that's what you put into it. And even for me, that's 15 hours a week. So if just a couple more things, and then I'll get right into asking Alyssa to share a little bit more. But we've been around for 50 years. Like, we're not going anywhere. Juice Plus, the product itself, has been around for over 24 years. Same founder and president, Jay Martin, from the whole time. So we're privately held, debt-free, multi-billion-dollar company. And again, it goes back to just my intro. It's fruits and vegetables in a capsule with a real food label, with 35 published peer-reviewed medical journals. It's just not going to go anywhere. So this business can really do two things. It can just be short-term, like a short-term cash for someone that just wants a little bit extra for those extras in their life, or it can really be a long-term business plan, like it is for myself. And we also we're talk about giving back. The company gives back so much. We are highly involved in the Boys and Girls Club. We're the title sponsor for the St. Jude Memphis Marathon weekend. It just goes on and on. If you want to know more about the philanthropy behind the company, please reach out to Alyssa or myself. That's something that I learned as the more I went, and just felt I had a lot of respect for the amount that they gave back. And so with that being said, I just want to ask Alyssa. Alyssa is very new to the business. She didn't reach out to me, I'm going to unmute you now, very long ago. But I think it's important to see, why a teacher and a mother, like, why would you even consider this? Like, why? And because I get asked that all the time. So, like, Alyssa, what attracts you to this company when you could partner with any other company?
Yeah, I've never done anything like this before, and I never imagined myself partnering with a company. But just my experience this far, just with the products, I'm such a big fan of Juice Plus and the healthy lifestyle that it really promotes. And I kind of have two job requirement rules that I live by. I would never want to do something that I didn't feel was really making a difference, or something that I didn't feel like I was passionate about. And this fits both those criteria. I feel like it's something that can really make a difference in a lot of people's lives. The health aspect of it, improving health, and the aspect of maybe the business opportunity and how that could help people as well. And health and nutrition is something that I really have always been super passionate about. So yeah, I feel the same way about teaching. It's something that I was drawn to because I wanted to make a difference, and I felt really passionate about the power of education, and I love kids. And I still really enjoy being able to work with kids and see them make growth, and it's so exciting to see them get excited about learning. But the problem is it's such a time-consuming job. And now, as a mom, I want a little more time in my life. I would love to be able to one day maybe teach part-time and have a little bit more time at home with my family, a little more time freedom. So yeah, that's kind of what drew me to the company and why I want to give the business a go.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. I have those too. I have to be making a difference, and I have to be passionate. So
You're okay, baby.
I muted myself instead of you. I just want to briefly share just my experience, because she's Alyssa's fairly new, and I've been with the company for two and a half years now. And I just have to say, 2 years ago, I was just in a much, much different place, physically, mentally, financially. You know, from the outside, I looked very healthy, physically fit. But in all honesty, I was so tired and so lethargic where I was napping every single day. And I really intuitively felt like something was wrong. But every time I would go and to my doctor and get blood drawn, it always came back normal. And it almost frustrated me because I felt like there needed to be an answer to why I was 33, 34. But this has been for years, ever since really my late 20s, that I was just tired, always tired, and it got really old. But mentally, more than anything, I was struggling immensely with depression and anxiety. Depression bouts that were debilitating, that took me out of work. I've lost jobs and friendships because of it, and anxiety that got in the way of life. I was on medication quite a bit for over 15 years, and it just took away my zest for life. It numbed me, and yeah, I wasn't getting as bad of depression, but I wasn't me either. And so at the time of deciding to partner with the company 2.5 years ago, at that time I was newly single, with a 2-year-old, and I was a nutrition consultant by day, really trading time for money and getting daycare so I could go and work and make money. But then I had to supplement my income by serving tables at night because I just wasn't making ends meet. And even with that, I was barely scraping by. And I was, I don't know, I was just defeated. I thought, man, if this is what life is and being an adult, I don't want an adult anymore, be an adult anymore, right? So my mentor, Joy Kelly, who lives in Santa Barbara, she introduced me to this business because she knew I was passionate about nutrition and helping people, and the opportunity to partner with the company. And to be in all honesty, I was just desperate for change and mentorship and financial stability. I just needed something to work and to work quickly. But I also had the same values as Alyssa, as far as I'm not going to do anything that I can't help people and also that I'm not passionate about. And so I just dove in with the program, living the program and incorporating the products and the business at the exact same time. Fast forward 2.5 years to right now, I am mentally and financially in a totally different area, and standard. Luckily, under my doctor's supervision, at about 4 to 6 months of doing this lifestyle, I was able to successfully wean off my medication by 75%, which gave me me back. It gave me my zest for life back, my energy. I wasn't napping anymore. And I was able to financially completely support myself now. Like I am now happily married, and Tommy's 4.5. And I pay the mortgage on our home in Santa Barbara, which is, Santa Barbara is very expensive. I pay our car payments and karate lessons and yoga. And I went from a place of barely making it to feeling confident in the fact that I can support myself, but not scrape by, like really support myself. And that feels really good to me. And it gives me more time because I do only work about 15 hours a week. And this is all because of raw fruits and vegetables in a capsule. And someone said, you know what, maybe you should take a look. So that's my experience. So, that we're just going to wrap it up here. Usually people, they listen and they're in one of 3 places. They love the information. They're happy they joined. They want to support Alyssa, and you might know someone that you can tell that definitely could use this, whether it be the business or the nutrition program. Someone in your life probably could use this or hear this information. You might be thinking, I need this. Like, I'm busy. I just need the easy button. I need to change. Like, I've tried everything. I've yo-yo dieted. I'm just not feeling, I know I can do better. Like, I know I can feel better. And so we're here to support you. Alyssa and myself, we're here to support you in that nutrition journey and that health journey. And then you may be in a position where I was, where it made sense to me, but also I was at that point in my life where I was like, something's got to give. And this called to me. It just did. And I went for it, and the rest is history. And if that's the case, then we'll welcome you with open arms, and we'll give you some more information about what that looks like, more than what we just covered. And that's it. Usually people have questions about like, okay, well, what is this, what does this cost? For the omegas and the capsules and a shake a day, so the whole shebang, you're talking like $5.50 a day, which is like a fancy coffee a day with a meal replacement. The capsules just themselves are $2.38 a day for 30 different raw fruits and vegetables. I really am an advocate for the program because people stick with it, and it's a lifestyle versus just popping fruits and vegetables, but we know what it does on a cellular level because of the research. It's like flossing your teeth. So that kind of gives you just an insight. And wherever you may be, please, let us know. And, Alyssa or myself can be part of your health journey. So we just thank you for being here tonight and taking your time. Everyone's busy. And I know it means a lot to Alyssa to have you on here live. And I know when I had a call, I was terrified, and it felt really good just to have people listen and like see the value in Juice Plus. So thank you, and that's it. And please reach out to Alyssa if you have questions, and she can always include me in the conversation, and we can help you out. So thank you, and that's it.